Hi guys, welcome to another Pick a Pile reading. In this one we're going to do 3 months from now. So this is going to be pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can just pause the video and intuitively tune into which pile is the one for you. The timestamps are going to be down below, and let's get started. Okay, pile number 1, let's talk about what's going to happen for you in the next 3 months. So I pulled these 2 additional cards to see the end of the 3-month energy, because these were the additional ones, the initial ones that I pulled. So we have the 2 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. So when I move into this reading, the first thing that comes to me is the 2 of Cups is probably representing your family situation. It might represent some sort of a business partner, but it's representing someone that you are teamed up with. So it could be, for the majority of you, I feel like it is you and your spouse, you and your family specifically. It could possibly be you and your parent if you're still living at home. And then for a few of you, it's going to be your business partner, but I feel like that's a minority. So you guys are involved in doing something to bring in more money and taking decisive action steps to bring in the money. So you're already like starting what you're going to do. And I feel like this is driven by this 5 of Pentacles card, which is you've had some sort of financial hardship, something difficult has happened, there have been some setbacks, you don't have as much money as you want, you haven't had as much income as you really have desired in the past short duration, and what you really want to be is financially secure, which is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles energy is someone he has plenty of money, he makes good financial decisions, he's prosperous, and here we've got the grapes, right? So he has some sort of either business or job, something that is constantly bringing in revenue, right? So maybe this king is selling the grapes at market and receiving more and more money, and he's watering the grapes and he's cultivating the grapes and he's creating that. This makes me feel like for the majority of you, you're focusing on some sort of business to get your life back in order financially, although it could be all of your finances in the family, right? So it's not just the money coming in, it could be, also you want to pay down credit card debt. You have these financial goals that are very important to you, very important to the King of Pentacles, right? That you want to reach. So you're trying to make yourself financially secure. That is your primary focus. You're looking at your action steps on what you can do in order to make things better. So maybe you're checking your credit score. You're seeing how you can make that higher. You're seeing what debt you can pay down, what you can put into savings, how you can increase your income, or how you can escalate your business in some way. But mainly it feels like changing the family finances and bringing in more revenue is of paramount importance here. And then I have the energy of the Chariot over here. So what this means to me is you need to keep going and keep taking steps, and you're on the right track and you're on the right path. You just need to keep going. And when I move into these 2 cards were the end of the 3 months. It's the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So there's a lot of Knight energy here, so let's talk about that. So the Knight of Wands is someone who has a lot of ideas. So at the end of the 3-month span-ish, maybe 2.5 months, you're probably going to have a lot more ideas of how you can do things better. You've made good financial decisions. You've chosen to maybe cut some subscriptions. Maybe you have an idea of how to bring in more money, how to get another job, etc. So you have a lot more ideas and a lot more freedom at the end of the 3 months as to things you can do and how you can move and shift things around. Like maybe you've gotten ideas about, oh, well, let's rent out the extra bedroom. Maybe we could Airbnb the house, things like that. So the Knight of Swords energy also, you are still continuing to make decisions at the end of 3 months. You are still in this Knight energy. You're in the Knight energy now, and you're going to be in the Knight energy at the end of the 3 months, but you will have progressed a lot further because of this Chariot card, and you will be much closer to getting to the King of Pentacles position, which is what you really want and are striving for, okay? So keep up the good work, keep doing what you're doing, you're making good decisions, you're still going to be on the journey at the end of 3 months, okay? All right, so the other cards that I pulled for you all are the Miracles Now. So we have, don't dance around the perimeter of the person I want to be. I step in fully and completely. So let's talk about this. So manifestation is really being the version of you that already has the thing. Okay, this King of Pentacles. So daily, I know you're in the Knight energy, okay, but you want to start to cultivate and think about, as the knight progresses into the king, what different decisions does he make? Like, the version of me that's already very financially secure and has plenty of money and everything is working and everything is flowing, what did that version of me do? What did that version of me let go of? And what did that version of me decide? And then use your energy, your knight energy use your knight energy to make decisions, okay? To shift things around creatively and to allow yourself to have more money. Okay, and then we got the overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything, which is what the knight energy is. The knight energy overcomes the obstacles, and the king energy already is on the other side of the obstacles. So be the person who's already on the other side of the obstacles, okay? So like attracts like. If you're constantly in this knight energy, you're just going to create being in more of the knight energy. If you're constantly on the journey and striving and trying, you're going to continue to be in the energy of striving and trying. So the way to collapse time is to move into the king energy of I already have it. It's already done. All right, passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Okay, the king isn't going to spend all of his time like constantly working all the time. The king is actually going to take time out of his schedule for passion, for pleasure, maybe having a cookout, having a bonfire, maybe spending time with friends, going for a hike, doing things outside. Everything in this picture is stuff outside that really bring you richness and make you feel fulfilled and happy. That'll bring in more of this King of Pentacles energy. I'm stable, I'm happy, I have everything that I need. Because someone who is stable and happy and has everything that they need, they take time to savor their life and feel good and feel nourished and feel happy. We also have clearing debts. Your self-care involves, self-care right here, this card, self-care, involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts, which is stuff that happened in the past. You can already feel lighter and freer by just facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. All right, the Knight is all about making a plan in order to solve something, to get over the obstacle, to move into this Knight of Pentacles energy. So if you are paying down debt and you do have a plan to do that, I would stick with that, right? If you're having a certain amount withdrawn every week from your bank account to pay down that debt, keep doing that. Allow that to just clear and clear and clear. The other thing I feel from this card is allow emotional debts to clear. So any like guilt or sadness you feel around this happening where there wasn't enough money and things were hard, you got to forgive yourself and let go of that, because the King energy has already forgiven himself for that. Like, he's already on the other side of this. Okay, so Storm, every hurricane comes to an end, and Shark, swim away from this situation. All right, so if you start to feel feelings of this is hard, when is this going to end? Oh my goodness, like, no, you have to remind yourself that it's going to end, and you need to allow yourself to let it go. And one of the best ways to do that and to stay in balance is to take time to do things that you find fun and enjoyable, and like make time for that. Maybe you should schedule it, right? You have so much Knight energy here, and the Knight is very about scheduling, getting things done, having a checklist, making sure it's all completed. Okay, so moving into the energy of I have everything I need, everything is working out in my favor, every step I make is bringing me closer and closer to my goals, everything is working out in the perfect way, will allow you to very easier let go of these difficult situations that have happened, and you can't focus on them, okay? Every story has an end. Every hurricane comes to an end. It's time to let it go. Clear those debts, erase it, stop feeling bad, move on, spend more time in the King energy and less energy in the, oh my God, this was so terrible that all this financial stuff happened and now I have to like try to like get out of it. Be in the energy of it's already done. I have everything that I need. In fact, I have so much that I need and I'm so abundant. I'm now going to take time to do things I really enjoy and do some hobbies and allow myself to be more balanced. Okay? All right, pile number one. I feel like this was a really good reading for you guys. I hope it was helpful. If you have a friend who you think would like a pick a card reading, send them over here so they can pick a pile as well. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps my channel so much. Love you guys. Bye. All right, pile number 3. This is your reading for the next 3 months. Okay, so the first card is the 3 of Pentacles, and then the King of Cups and the 9 of Cups. So what I get from this 3 of Pentacles is it feels like you have been working on something And it probably has something to do with money or getting another job or career of some sort. And I just can't handle it. Look at the kitty. Look how cute he is. I just think that's adorable. Anyways, cat aside. So you've been trying to like either apply for jobs. You've been focusing on what you need to be doing in the career realm, money realm. The next thing that I am brought to is the King of Cups energy. It feels to me like you are holding it together emotionally. You're very solid. A lot of like you present yourself as being very solid. And in one manner, you know you need to perhaps get another job or to arrange your money situation in some way. But on another note, you're like, no, like I'm very strong emotionally. Like you're the rock of Gibraltar in the family, or at the very least in your own life. Like you are the emotional support. It's you. And then the Nine of Cups, it kind of feels like, well, you are kind of comfortable. You know what I mean? You have all the things that you need. You know you need to do something, but at the same time you're like, yeah, I don't know, I kind of like being here in my fuzzy socks sitting on my couch all day. Like it feels nice to like, you are provided for at the moment, but it's this energy of like, well, I know that it's going to end, and so I need to go do something about it. I need to go do something about the money, but I don't know, it's really nice sitting on the couch right now. And it brings me the energy of like this Four of Swords. So every time you think about, well, I need to look into the future, I need to figure out how to get more money or get another job or something, it stresses you out. And like it's like making all these decisions represented by the swords. It's just too much. And this girl, like I just imagine her coming around the corner. The sword is heavy. She's tired of making decisions. She finds it kind of emotionally exhausting. She doesn't really want to do it. Honestly, she'd rather just chill on the couch in her fuzzy socks. And she just wants to set the sword down. Like she's tired of like having to make all these decisions. But then in her mind, she's like, well, you should do this. You need to do this. Like you need to get on the internet. You need to do applications. You need to look for another job. You need to arrange this. You need to arrange that. You can't just sit around all day. And it feels like this like critical energy. And then when you get out of your mind and the critical energy, then you go back into your emotions and you're like, oh my goodness, like but it's been so hard. Like I did all these things and they didn't work, right? I'm getting that from this Five of Cups energy. And it's just like frustrating and annoying, and you just don't feel like being annoyed and upset. So therefore you go back to this Nine of Cups energy of just kind of like chilling on the couch and being relaxed. And then somewhere in your consciousness, you just know that it's going to be okay because you've always been okay. You're that person. So when I asked, okay, well, what is the culmination of all this energy up here? What I got was Three of Swords, Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups. So there's some sort of heartbreak, some sort of difficult thing you don't really want to look at or deal with. And therefore it's making you see things not accurately, which is the Seven of Cups. Oh, look, there's another kitty in there. Isn't that cute? Okay, but point of my story here being that you're not whatever happened that was like difficult. Maybe you lost a job or you left a job on bad terms. I'm just feeling it has something to do with money or something to do with like not getting along with others in some way. Because you haven't really resolved that in your consciousness, you're not seeing things like fully accurately and clearly, and you're not seeing it through a clear lens. You're seeing it a little bit distorted because you're looking at it through like your pain or your annoyance or your criticalness, and you're just missing some aspect of the story here that if you got, you wouldn't be so upset about it, and it wouldn't be so mentally stressful in trying to figure out this situation. Okay, so you gotta let go of whatever happened there and maybe look at it and write out what it is that like you think happened or what your perspective, and then really ask yourself, is that true? Like, is that actually really true? And allow yourself to tell a different story and see it through new eyes and break the attachments. So this is obsidian, and this was your stone. Obsidian is really about breaking attachments and just allowing things to flow. So obsidian before it formed was lava. So we're just like, we're letting go of things. We're letting them release. And you need to walk away from whatever that upsetness was so that you can see things accurately. So the next card I pulled for you guys is I can release ancient pain simply by feeling it. Okay, there we go. See, here it is right here. So maybe giving yourself maybe a couple hours to just look at it, look at the situation you don't want to look at, kind of journal on it, process it, and release, like let it go. You can choose to let it go just by writing it down. And then the actions that you're trying to take here are going to work, and you're not going to be so tired and drained afterward mentally, because it won't feel so hard, because there won't be blocks in the body, because you'll have moved some of that emotional energy that's just like sitting there. Okay, we also have the it's safe for you to receive. Okay. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available. I don't know why I can't speak today, you guys. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. So as you can see, she's feeding the animals. She is allowing herself to be in her body, centered. She is receiving. So you want to bring in the energy of it's safe to receive and let go of this energy of heartbreak, because this is the opposite of receiving, okay? That's why you're feeling all this frustration and like everything you're doing is like this constant thing that's not working. All right, I also pulled surrender to the journey and finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. Okay, the first thing I see in my mind is allowing energy to flow, like fully flow through you. Allow the divine inspiration to flow through you. When you are receiving divine guidance, you're very quickly going to resolve whatever situation you know you need to resolve. Like maybe it's finding a job or bringing in more money in some way. And when you're open, right, when you've released control and you're open and you feel like it's safe to receive, you're going to suddenly, it's just going to manifest and things are just going to work. And it's not going to be so stuck anymore, okay? So you got to release some control and allow yourself to feel the energy of the universe flow through those divine insights and ideas. And hey, they can happen when you're sitting on the couch, you know, chilling. They can happen at any time. Mine usually happen in the shower. All right, and this one is nostalgia. Focus on the here and now, and evil queen. You deserve sugar, not salt. So first thing I get from this card, I feel resentment. Like you have anger and resentment about whatever happened in your previous, like most likely job area. I mean, this is a general reading, might not have been the job area, but you've got anger and resentment. You are holding on to that resentment. You are not interested in letting it go, and it's impeding you from moving forward and manifesting something new. So you got to drop that resentment. Okay, I can release ancient pain simply by feeling it. So maybe write down your resentments and then take that sheet of paper and cut it up into little baby ribbons and throw it away. And that can be your ceremony to release whatever you were resentful at. And then ask yourself, well, now that I'm not resentful anymore, now what do I want to do now? Okay, what do I want to do now? Nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. So when you focus on what's going on currently that you're enjoying, that you're grateful for, when you get out of the house, I feel like you're spending so much time at home. When you get out of the house, go to the coffee shop, okay? She's got coffee right here. Go see your friends. Go take a walk in the park. Get yourself out of the house. Go do more things. Feel the sun. You know what I mean? And get the energy moving. Because right now, not a lot of energy is moving. You're just kind of like hovering. And you need to feel more energy come through. By moving your body and moving things in your life and getting the energy moving, you are then going to very easily be able to manifest a new method of money coming through, which I feel like you'll probably need to do maybe in the next 6 months or so. It doesn't feel like it's imminent. It does feel like you're supported at the moment, but you'll need to bring through that money, and you'll want it to happen easily and naturally, and it's going to be way faster and easier transition if you release your resentment and your upsetness about whatever happened before that caused you to create the issue that you know that you need to solve, that you're mentally exhausted from thinking about. Okay? All right. Pile number 2, this feels good. If you all have friends that you think would like a pick a card reading, send them over here so they can pick a card as well. And please like and subscribe. Helps my channel so much. Bye, guys. Okay, bye. Pile number 3. Let's see what the next 3 months hold for you. Okay, so we're going to start with the King of Swords and the Page of Wands. And when I move into this energy, what I feel is that in your mind, you're very disciplined and you feel very dominant. But when I move into the Page of Wands, it's the sort of opposite energy. You have two sort of energies going on. You're very proud of your accomplishments. You feel like very good about what you've done and you're in a very good position. But at the same time, I feel like you want to embark on a new adventure. You want to do something completely different. And that feels exciting. That feels vibrant. It's almost like, you know how a little kid gets really just like ramped up and all into something? You want to feel that again. and you have been very successful at whatever you have been doing, and it feels very good. And I feel like this energy is what needs to be brought more through in the next 3 months. So the rest of the cards that we have here are the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like you've been very blessed financially. Things have been working out. You may be even receiving more money in the next short period of time. So this card mainly feels to me like support. You have a lot of support from family members. You have a lot of support from those around you. Like, money doesn't feel too much of like an issue for you. Things are just kind of flowing and working in that area. And I feel like you have gained a lot of recognition, a lot of status in whatever you've been doing. So you feel very good and you feel very solid. You're very proud of what you've created. And you know that you're kind of at the end of that because you're not really learning anything anymore, right? You're at the end of your kind of, I don't want to say if status is the right word, but you're at the end of your journey with whatever you've been doing. You've had a lot of success. You're very comfortable. You know, you're very in command, and you know that it's time to make a new decision. That's what I'm feeling from the Justice card. It's like, you know, things need to shift and they need to change. And what I want to direct your attention to is this Page of Wands. This is the energy that needs to be brought through. So the Hermit represents a time of contemplation. So in the next 3 months, you're probably going to go into really thinking deeply about what do you want, what is important to you, what is in alignment for you, and maybe deeper on the spiritual level. So maybe you've had a lot of focus on financial stuff, concrete 3D stuff, and now you're like, no, what do I actually want? Like, what do I want to bring forth? Because the Star card is all about tapping into your deeper desires, your deeper wants, what your soul is like calling you to do and be. And it's time to start to like look outside of the box at the things you've been doing. You've been doing very traditional, normal things that everybody does, and you've been successful and you're at the pinnacle of that, but there's not enough like wand energy, playful energy, fun, joyful energy, not enough exploration. Every day is very consistent and very predictable. You know exactly, this is King of Swords energy here. You know exactly what's going to happen. You're proud of what you've created, but at the same time, you know exactly, there's no mystery and adventure, and I feel like you're missing that here. So really, you should be contemplating in the next 3 months how you can be more in alignment, what's really important to you, what your values are, and how you can bring more of that into your life. And I feel like part of you feels like you need to let go of all of the stability that you have created and all the success you've created in order to bring in this wand energy, but that's not actually the case. You can still allow yourself to be successful and grounded and so forth, and bring in more of the mystery and bring in more of the adventure. And maybe you do it in like the realm of hobbies and not in the realm of your career, because it does feel like the career is pretty solid here. All right, the other cards I pulled for you all are the key to getting what you want is to ask for it. Okay, so thinking about what you want and what's important to you and really meditating on that is probably a good thing for you. Actually, let me feel more into that energy. I feel like you may process things by doing action. You probably don't process things by sitting around and contemplating. So your inner hermit mode could be that you go on a run every day, or you start taking hiking, or you start learning tennis, or something like that. Something that moves your body is what I feel like needs to happen, and you need to like move the energy. So let's see what's going on here. Miracles, expect the wondrous to emerge, and wise leader, you are a beacon for others. Regarding miracles, what can you do that's out of your normal daily routine? Because I feel like you're very routine oriented and you do the same thing all the time, and you don't have a lot of doors for miracles to open because you do the same thing. You go to the exact same coffee shop and you drive the exact same road, and you're doing everything the way you always do it, and it's not allowing new thinking to come in. Think of it this way. Go to a different coffee shop. Like, let's do that, okay? Go to a different gym at a different location. Go to the grocery store you don't normally go to and buy food there. Just doing that will change your neural pathways around, because now you're going to be seeing new things, thinking about new things, and it's a way to bring newness into the reality, which is this Page of Wands energy, because I feel like you are so stuck in a rut And you're so used to being this archetype of the wise leader. You're a beacon for others, the emperor. You're stable, you're successful. Everybody sees you as this, that you don't even let yourself go into the unknown. When you go into the unknown, it probably makes your wise leader feel a little unstable because you don't know. And that's exactly what you're missing in your life. You're missing the mystery and the I don't know and the, ooh, what could happen with this and what is more exciting. And you don't even know what to ask for because you spend so much time in the same ruts and the same, you're firing the same neurotransmitters and you're feeling the same emotions and you're doing the same things that you're not bringing any new energy in. But that's what you should be doing this next 3 months. All right, exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities and clean energy food. Okay, so this immediately brings my attention to focus on your physical body. I really feel like getting out in nature, super important. Maybe you start experimenting and doing different things with food, and that's how you bring newness into your life, right? You are cooking different things you never cooked before. Ask yourself, what new thing can I do today? Is there a different restaurant that I can go to that I've never been to before? Maybe I can get on Facebook and ask my friends, hey, what are your all's favorite restaurants? I want to go somewhere new I've never gone before. And purposely start to bring in the energy of new stuff so that you know what to ask for, because you're not even sure what to ask for at the moment, okay? All right, and then the last cards I pulled for you are expectations, don't seek anyone's approval, and mirror, treat your body like the palace that it is. Okay, so you were put on this planet to not just achieve things and have success, you were also put on this planet to move and explore and go do things. And when you break out of your box, like I said earlier, you feel very unsure. Other people are like, oh my goodness, like, what are you doing? And you've got to not let other people's views or expectations of you create any discord in your field. You've got to go do it anyway. And if it makes you feel better, don't tell anybody you're doing it. Just go to a class you've never been before. Maybe if you have another city that's adjacent to you, go to that city, something like that. Do new stuff you haven't done before to bring in more joy into your life and to release the monotony, because you're so attached to being this person of the wise leader that you're not allowing yourself to branch out, and your soul is really telling you to bring in new stuff you haven't thought of before. And by breaking up your routine and maybe adding in more exercise, different hobbies, different activities, different things like that, you're going to bring in new stuff in your life and you're going to feel a lot more fulfilled and a lot better. Okay? All right, pile number 3. I hope that you all enjoyed this. If you have a friend who you think would like a pick a card reading, please send them my way. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Bye, guys. All right, pile number 4. This is your reading for the next 3 months. All right, so we're going to start with the Sun card here and the Empress card. So the first thing that this makes me think of is that you're generally like a very happy person. You have a pretty good disposition. You kind of like let things roll off your back. I feel a lot of Taurus energy. You're just very happy-go-lucky sometimes, kind of like, I don't want to say being surface as a bad thing, but you don't spend a lot of time like in the depths of like misery and sorrow like some people do. I mean, it's not to say that it's not there, it's just I don't feel like you spend your time there. Your mind is generally focused on positive things or happy things or whatnot. And I feel like in the next 3 months there's an idea that you want to birth. You're kind of excited about something. You're like, oh my goodness, that feels like the best. And this feels to me like you do have the power to do this thing by her scepter. The Empress is about new ideas, pregnancy of new ideas, and kind of like birthing a new creation. But what I am seeing is there are some fears and some things that you need to let go of. And I feel like you kind of are a little bit aware of them, but honestly, you don't spend that much time thinking about them. They're kind of underneath the surface, and you don't spend a lot of time underneath the surface. You spend a lot more time, you know, in the sun, having fun, being with your friends, doing your hobbies, laughing, enjoying life, and not too much time dealing with like subconscious beneath the surface issues. The next thing that is here is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is someone who has a lot of power. She has a lot of passion. She's excited. I do feel like this thing you want to do might have something to do with social media in some manner, and being more prominent, being more visible on social media. So maybe you want to move your business to the next level, and that includes social media, or you want to start doing some sort of fun videos or fun posting or something in the media is what most likely this card can mean. But whatever it means, it does mean being more visible, being more prominent, being more passionate, and you're like very excited about birthing this new idea. The only thing standing between the birthing of this idea and like the attaining of this idea is there are some fears in the subconscious that are probably going to start tripping you up. And when you start to take action towards that, you're going to notice it a little bit more than you are right now. So the next card is the High Priest. And this card feels to me like wise counsel. And I noticed that we have like the sun and we have the moon, so we have the male and the female energies. We have the emotional and the mental energies kind of being balanced. So this guy is sitting on a throne. He's very in authority. This is someone who is very wise and would be able to help you sort out whatever is going underneath the surface. So if you know of someone, I feel like some of you, this is like a family member, like your sister or something. And other people, it might be seeking the counsel of someone like professionally who can help you move through whatever these things are is going to be of great benefit to you. And it doesn't feel to me like it's like this massive amount of work, but you know, the right person can very skillfully help you clear out whatever the fears are so you can move from the birthing of the idea to the having of the idea. The next thing that is coming up is the Hanged Man. So this person or whatever you use, maybe it's a book, you might read a bunch of books to get some different ideas about how to handle things, self-help books and whatnot, is going to show you some very different perspectives on things. And I feel like you really need that perspective because you spend so much time being happy-go-lucky and you don't spend a lot of time delving in the deep waters of your subconscious. Having someone else's new perspective, especially the perspective of spirit, is going to help you a lot. So this raven to me represents Odin. That's the first thing that comes to me. So messages from the divine, messages from your higher self, from somebody who's very like tuned in and tapped in, somebody who's perhaps very psychic or able to just really channel the correct energy that you need in that exact moment. Would be very beneficial in helping you try to kind of change these things around. So this Nine of Swords is representative of whatever's going on in your subconscious that's like keeping you up at night, whatever your fears are that need to change and transform, because this Death card is really about dropping those fears. Okay, so allowing these fears to change and transform with your new perspective, with someone who's able to help you, or a book or a course or something that's able to help you move through it. You're going to move through it because the Ace of Swords is about having mental breakthroughs, epiphanies, and we also have the Ace of Wands. So this is the breakthrough that allows you to bridge from here to here. So we have a wand, another wand. So getting the proper counseling either through a person or a book to see things in a completely new perspective and let go of these things that you don't need and drop the fear is going to allow you to have not just a mental breakthrough, but you're going to have a passion breakthrough. So in your body, you're going to feel like, oh, I feel so much better. I'm on the other side of this. I'm so glad that I made this like transition and I can really be in this energy. I can actually execute from this Queen of Wands energy that I want to, instead of just staying in the birthing energy of the Empress, which is where you are now. You're in the happy and I'm birthing stuff and I'm really excited, and then very shortly it's gonna be like, oh my goodness, there's these things I need to deal with them, and just like, oh but wait, this thing's gonna help me, then I'm gonna have a new idea, then I'm gonna bust through all the fears, and then I'm gonna totally be in this energy. All right, so let's see what other cards I pulled for you all. We have the I choose to reinterpret my fears with a more loving perspective. Perfect. The Hangman right here. All right, so I choose to see my fears differently, which is this card, okay? I can just let it go. It's not necessary. The next thing that is coming for you is do the work, okay? It's not enough to just dream or pray, okay, which is this energy over here. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. Okay, so you do need to put in the work, whether it's the person or the book, to change your perspectives around so that you can break through your current stance on things. And then we have grounding and journey by moonlight, believe in magic. Okay, go deep, explore your roots. Again, this is telling you go beneath the surface, see what's down there, and then bust through and transform it. And you will bust through and transform it at the end of the 3 months, because these are your ending cards right here, okay? So being grounded, being centered in your body, exploring what you notice and how you feel, and doing that with a buddy, because I feel like, you know, you don't like to do that on your own, having a buddy is really going to help you not drown in the emotions or whatever's coming up, but it's also going to help you stay grounded and centered and kind of neutral as you like process through whatever needs to transform and be released from your subconscious. Journey by Moonlight, believe in magic. So yes, I feel like you will achieve these things and you'll be able to do it easily once you just drop whatever the stories that you have in your head are about things that no longer need to be there. And then we have Sword, make the change. Look, more sword energy. And Tree, let them go. Okay, so let's just really let go of these things that are no longer serving us and release them from our life. And it's safe to make the change, right? It's safe to decide, you know what? I'm going to let this go. I don't need to carry this around anymore. Everything can be different. This card, very similar to the Death card, is just a little less ominous. So yes, it's safe to make the change. It's safe to release these things that you no longer need. It's going to allow you to be very much in your Queen of Wands energy and prospering and doing well. Okay, I feel like that's very good. That's exactly what you need to know, pile number 4, for the next 3 months. If you have a friend that you think would like this, send them my way, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye. Hi, pile number 5. This reading is for you for the next 3 months. So as I move into the energy of these cards, the first thing I notice is the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So this denotes some sort of new financial opportunity, more money coming in, and it feels like a rush of energy, a rush of golden energy. It feels like success. It feels like prosperity. It feels like the energy of things working. And when I move into this card, it feels like something unexpected, like you get this intuitive hit and then you get really excited, and there's like a lot of, for lack of a better word, excitement. You're like, oh my goodness, this is going to be the best thing. It's going to be so much fun. Like I have this new idea, this new opportunity, and now I'm going to go do this fun thing. And when I move into the energy of the 5 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles, what I'm feeling about this is that in the material realm, you're going to be successful with your endeavor. However, I feel like there is going to be a mild internal battle. I really do feel like this battle is totally inside you. I don't feel like it's outside circumstances. And there's all these dragons, and they're all these different colors, and they're all like kind of flying in the air with each other. So I feel like the dragons are representing your ego. So your ego may feel like this and feel like this and feel like that. And so you may have a lot of conflicting perspectives inside you, and your mind may be kind of like running that energy, or your passionate energy, the thing that you're excited about. You may feel like you need to go in all these different directions to accomplish the thing that you need to do. But I do feel that despite all of this, you're still going to be successful anyway. Your intuitive idea about the new opportunity and the new thing is going to yield fulfillment and success, and it's just going to work, and it's going to feel really good. So the Magician card right here, this is bringing through the feeling and the energy of I can do it. I have all the resources that I need. I can bring through this great idea and opportunity. I can seize the opportunity. I have what I need. It is going to take some work though, so I feel like the next few months you are going to be spending a lot of time doing the day-to-day things in order to bring this thing into fruition, in order to bring forth the new thing that you are creating. And you might spend so much time tending to the business or tending to the creative idea or tending to whatever it is that you're creating that may be why this 5 of Wands energy doesn't overtake your life, because you're actually really busy doing the thing. You don't have a lot of time to like have your ego create a bunch of issues for you. The 3 of Cups energy is all about being with your family. This is the energy of enjoying the company of your friends and really enjoying the company of the support of those around you. And overall, generally, this feels not stressful. It feels kind of like, I don't want to say it feels lazy, but it feels like, well, it's working and I'm doing the thing. And it feels like you have the support of those around you, your family members, your friends. So they kind of take the burden off you. So you do actually have time to focus on your goal, focus on your new business idea. So you have all the resources and you have help from those around you to help you make this and achieve this success that you're going to. And this energy doesn't really actually feel that big of a deal to me. I feel like you can easily just like not allow that to be a thing. All right, so the next card I pulled for you guys is by spreading loving energy, I attract more love. Okay, so feeling the energy of its success, feeling the energy of its working just brings more success. Feeling the energy of I'm enjoying myself and I'm so supported and every day I take another step forward and I'm achieving and achieving brings in more and more of that energy. So you're going to attract right back to you what you are vibrating at. Okay, and for the next cards, we have our attracting, not chasing, as well as raise or promotion. So again, 10 of Pentacles, raise or promotion, you're going to receive more abundance, more prosperity, more money. It is going to work. Things are flowing towards you. It feels kind of easy and flowy. Attracting, not chasing. Okay, so you're in the energy of I'm doing what I need to do every day, but I also feel rest and rejuvenation. I feel supported and I'm receiving more, I'm receiving more, I'm receiving more. Joy and delight and begin now. It's time to take the first step. So this is another confirmation. Yes, take the idea, do the things that you're being called to do, seize on this opportunity of the Ace of Pentacles that has presented itself to you. Your intuition is telling you the right thing. Page of Cups. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. So really focusing on the loving energy, the joy energy, the energy of its working is just going to continue to bring more energy of its working and it's working and it's working. All right, and then we have the Princess. You can be your own knight and voyage. You already have all the answers. So you have tons of support here. This is also like the Six of Swords energy in this card. Okay, so you have all the answers that you need. You already have the roadmap. You have the idea. You have all the tools that you need represented by the Magician. So you are building it, you are creating it, and you can be your own knight. So you are the one who is choosing and creating. You're the one who's bringing forth the creative energy. You're the one who's magnetizing and attracting to you more good things. So by focusing on good things, you're attracting more good things, which means you focus on more good things, which means you attract more things, which means they come easier, which means they come faster, which means that this 10 of Pentacles is actually this really easy, flowy thing. So this whole reading feels like really good. You're very grounded in your bottom chakras, you're feeling confident, you're feeling like you're moving forward, things are working, this feels good. And the more you're in that energy of things are working, this feels good, the more you get back of things are working and this feels really good, okay? And it's gonna just attract things to you easier and easier. So remember to focus on the positive and all that loving energy, because loving energy just attracts more loving energy, okay? All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this pile number 5. If you have any friends that you think would like pick a card reading, please send them over so they can pick a pile as well. And please like and subscribe. Thanks, you guys. Have a good bye or have a good day.